Listen carefully, for this tale may haunt you long after it ends. This is the story of a king who trusted a sorcerer's promises, only to discover that the price of magic is never what it seems. If you dare, keep watching, because once you hear his fate, you may never look at power the same way again. The rise of King Darius in the desert kingdom of Avaros, where cities gleamed like jewels against the endless sands. There reigned a young and ambitious monarch named King Darius the Bold, unlike his forefathers who ruled through cautious alliances and steady trade. Darius craved glory. Gold and silk may fill our coffers, he once told his council, but only conquest will make Avaros eternal. Yet, for all his confidence, Darius faced a problem. His armies were strong but not invincible, and his enemies in the north were united under a cunning warlord. Every advisor urged patience, but patience was not a virtue Darius possessed. The sorcerer's arrival on a night when the desert wind howled like wolves across the palace walls. A cloaked stranger appeared before Darius. He was tall and thin, his skin pale as bleached bone, his eyes the color of storm clouds. He introduced himself as Zareth the Seer. "I know your heart's desire, O king," Zareth whispered, "and I can give you the means to achieve it." Darius, though suspicious, leaned forward. "And what price do you ask?" Zareth's lips curled into a faint smile. "Only your trust." For the throne of Avaros was always meant for more than mortal rule. He spoke of an ancient spell, one that could summon a Serpent of Shadows, a creature born of fire and night, said to grant its master invincible armies and dominion over fear itself. The council begged Darius to send the sorcerer away, but the king, his ambition burning hotter than reason, silenced them. "Prepare the ritual," he ordered. The ritual was performed under the blood moon. In the courtyard of the palace, where once fountains of marble had sung, now braziers of black fire burned, and Zareth chanted words no mortal tongue was meant to speak. The ground shook. From the circle of flames rose a colossal serpent, scales glistening like molten iron, eyes glowing with hunger. Its voice slithered through the king's mind. "I am yours, Darius of Avaros. Command me, and I shall make you feared by all who draw breath." The king trembled not with fear, but with triumph, the conquests with the Serpent of Shadows at his side. Darius swept across the deserts and mountains. Entire cities surrendered at the mere rumor of his approach. His enemies' armies broke like waves against the serpent's fire, and their warlords were crushed under its coils. The people of Avaros hailed him as the chosen of the gods. Songs were sung, temples erected, and his name carved into the very stone of conquered palaces. But in the quiet of night, when the serpent coiled around his throne like a living shadow, Darius began to hear whispers. "More. Feed me more." At first, the serpent only demanded the blood of his enemies. But soon, it grew restless, hungering for sacrifices from his own people. Zareth reminded him, "Greatness requires offerings. Majesty, do not falter now." And so the king obeyed. The tyrants throned the streets of Avaros grew silent, not from peace but from terror. Those accused of treachery, whether guilty or not, were fed to the serpent.